Hey guys, it's your host Holly, and we're watching a super interesting game from a Rank 1 legend.
Hey everyone, Kingmaker here. I'm gonna commentate with Layla, and today we're gonna have a game with high ELO players and some low ELO sheeps from town. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So Layla is named Hell. Oh, okay.
So let's get to the role selection and see what role Layla is gonna have.
Oh, XC.
I love this role. This is one of my favorite roles, especially because of the bug. And Holly, do you know what the bug does?
What bug?
The bug that is in the game is that if your target dies and you get lynched as Jester, you would get a +9 no matter what your ELO is. And since Layla is rank 1, a +9 would mean a huge deal to her.
Yeah. So it's more beneficial for an XC like Layla to have her target die first so she can get lynched as Jester.
Exactly. So let's see if she can actually pull off such a strat. I mean, I've never tried it before. I usually go and find the mafias and then ask them to kill my target and then lynch me. But there's also other possibilities. So let's see what Layla's doing.
I think Layla is planning on whispering the jailer, saying that she investigated her target.
That's actually a strat I've never seen before in my life. I'm actually so amazed if she pulls that off. It's crazy.
Yeah, because typically the executioners, they just go like, my target is suspicious, and try to lynch them.
And the problem with that is that when town then decides to do the 1-for-1, it can actually turn out that the XC gets hanged instead of the townie.
Yeah. Layla tries to ask the jailer. She's trying to get a roll from her target as well.
That's actually so nice, because getting a roll from her target will enable her to actually tell jailer something and maybe lie to jailer to get jailer to execute her target.
Oh, her target is a sheriff. That should be really easy for her.
Funny thing about sheriff claim is that sheriff is actually the weakest claim in the game. So if I see a sheriff and they haven't found anyone sus and they already look sus during the day and I'm a jailer, that's like a high probability that I'm gonna execute them.
Yeah, and I think her target used NSGF as well, which was bad.
That is really bad. Like,
yeah.
I already feel so sorry for him. This is gonna probably end up really bad for the town. But at least Layla is probably gonna get something out of this.
Yeah, Layla's trying to tell jailer that she's not XC because she wants him dead in jail.
Okay, Holly, but if you were jail in this situation and you got those whispers, what would go through your mind? Tell me that.
I would not be executing him on Layla's word. I would lynch him. Lynch the sheriff.
But would that be because it was Layla that said that, or would that be just because of the claims that had been given?
Just because if someone told me a sheriff claim was look out for your witch, I would lynch the sheriff claim first and then execute Layla. I would not wait until night action.
The thing about this also is that Mafia has already cleaned. That means that RM1 is janitor. So the only roles that the other guy could have would be potentially witch and forger. But nobody claimed witch 9-1, as far as I could see at least, because it's an execution game. So the probability of him actually being evil is not that big. So I'm kind of scared of Layla here, or like for Layla, because maybe jailer will just jail Layla instead.
Yeah, but I guess the jailer seems to trust her. The jailer is a sheep.
Oh, so now Layla got a lynched on someone, and she already whispered her will to jailer, and now she says that 5 is the witch.
Yeah. Okay.
So now, unfortunately, we can't see what's going on. We can't see who's jailed. Layla is writing E's. It's
Yeah.
+9, exactly. That's exactly the bug I talked about. Layla is getting ready to get her target executed by the jailer. And the thing about that is that Layla won't be able to get executed, so jailer is going to push Layla for sure tomorrow.
Yeah.
What other strats would you recommend people to do if they're executioner? I mean, this strat is really hard to pull off. I mean, I probably wouldn't try it myself all the time. I mean, +9 is nice, of course, but if you actually don't manage to pull it... Oh my god, did she pull it off?
She did. I think she did. Oh my goodness. Wait, her target is dead, so...
Exactly, her target is dead, but I mean, it could have been a werewolf or the NK that killed her target, so let's see what happened.
Theoddmurderout was clean. Haha. I feel like this may be something you could try as Mafia as well. Especially if you have a consort.
I actually like to pull that strat off, but usually when I have a consort, it's gonna be so obvious. Like I talked about earlier, I want to make consort stay hidden as long as possible. And if you end up having to roadblock jailer on night 2, you can potentially run into a werewolf mall. And also, if there's no werewolf, jailer will still be suspicious and he will know it's a consort game. But let's see.
Ooh, a
the
red.
target actually was executed by jailer. Layla actually pulled, and it's a red game.
She is a jester. And she whispered people. I made jailer lose X's.
Oh my god, and it's probably Townies that she's whispering to, so now Town is gonna be so sus of her.
Yeah. They're all pushing her, like, immediately.
This is so crazy, nobody's even suspecting that she was an executioner that turned jester.
Yeah.
And it was also a werewolf game, so if someone had invested her in night 1 and saw her as Sheriff Exit Werewolf...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Oh, yeah.
Someone did. There's an investigator that's found her as Sheriff Exit Werewolf in a werewolf game. She's 100% gonna get lynched now.
I know. Dang. And the jailer hates her because she made him execute the sheriff.
So, if some of you new players here are listening, what actually happened was Layla rolled executioner. Layla then didn't just want to get her target hung because that would net her a +1 in ELO and potentially a -4 if she was the one to get hung first. But Layla made jailer execute her target, and the fact that her target got executed turned her into a jester, and now she's gonna get lynched, and she's gonna get a whole whopping +9.
Yeah. And they're all guilting him.
Nobody is even... James Russell asks, and 2 question marks, but I mean, I doubt dog, it. Some people might have suspected that it was Jester, but she actually managed to pull it off. That's so crazy.
She's gonna haunt the Resd guy. Resd spy.
What would you do in this situation? Would you side evils or would you side Town?
I would side evils because Town was really bad. That jailer does not deserve.
Yeah, it would actually have been the best game ever if she managed to haunt the jailer. Sadly, jailer didn't guilty this, so she's gonna have to go with someone else. But I mean, I'm still very surprised. I'm very, very surprised by this play.
Yeah.
So, let's say you're evil and you see this happening. Would you have suspected that it was Jester making this play, and would you have pushed Jester in the first place?
I don't know what I would think if I were evil. I guess I would feel like it was Jester. But then I wouldn't expect someone... No, the fact that Layla was going random name this game helps her, I guess, because I would not expect a random name to pull out, like, this kind of strat.
Also, for some of you new players, if you see a player in your games that constantly gets killed night 1, even if you get in a game where someone claims jail on night 1, or day one, I would always recommend you to go TP on the guy that gets targeted a lot, because it's gonna heal and protect so many times. When I'm in a game and Layla doesn't hide, I always go on her as a TP, because there's like a huge chance that she will get hit night one and I will get confirmed.
Yeah, the Mafias are all scared of Layla.
So who do you think is werewolf at this point? I mean, I have a hard time figuring out.
No, because I wasn't really paying attention to the other stuff. I was just looking at how Layla was doing. But they're saying 13 may be the werewolf.
Yeah, it might be, but I think we can even speed up at this point. I think the game is already sped up, because, I mean, the game is actually not that interesting as we see it. There's a mole, there's a Mafia who killed, but he was also, yeah, this is Mafia because he attacked the same target as Werewolf. This was actually a bad play by Werewolf. Why would Werewolf not go for Jayla in this situation? That makes no sense for me.
Yeah, right now it's 3v3. Oh. I mean, wait. If this isn't... It's 3v3 and it got voted up, so... Yeah, that was the investigator.
Yeah, this was the guy that found the executioner. But I mean, from the point of view of town, I could actually understand how this would look sus, because not everybody realizes that the jester actually turned jester, because they didn't try to get the tiger lynched. They didn't push anyone. So I would probably also think that was scum, because he found the jester as sheriff ex werewolf.
Yeah, because it is really an unknown strategy for Layla to try to get her target executed instead of lynched. That's not what you expect of executioners.
This is the first time I've ever seen a strat like that, and I'm so surprised by that play. That's so amazing.
I know, right?
Would you ever try that yourself in another game in the future?
Yeah, I haven't rolled executioner, but I've been trying it as Mafia. So it's I guess it's been working, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I feel like executioner is a much better role to do this strategy as.
Yeah, same. But I mean, as executioner, I would only go for lynching my target if I felt like there was a slim chance that I would win as jester or they would get killed. Like, for instance, if my target is a veteran and he kills someone night one, then I know I'm fucked. Then I just have to claim a towering role all game and pray that Eagles are gonna win in the end. Because if not, then I'm just fucked, because you're never gonna get a confirmed town role lynched. But yeah, this was the game, guys. Thank you for inviting me, Holly, and I look forward to doing other commentaries with you.
Yay! Yeah, and look at that +9. It's so beautiful.
That's the bug, and I would recommend everybody to try to go for the +9 when you roll executioner. But yeah.
Okay. Thank you, guys.